mean, both of these teams definitely going to be coming
Okay,
into this
yeah,
with something to prove.
his voice is
Their
so
outings
good,
weren't
man.
stellar in
I'm
their
jealous of
opening.
his voice.
No other way
Okay,
to say
T1 on
it.
defense.
Here
We
today,
got
they've got to
Trace
turn
on
things
attack.
around. We know that both
We
of
got
these teams are capable
Trace's
of doing
map
some serious
pick
damage.
of
It's gonna come down
Lotus,
to
which
some of the
honestly,
execution. Of course, this
kind of
A-Rebel
thought
fight is going to be really
T1 we're
challenging
gonna pick.
for Trace Esports, like the desk was talking about.
I
You
think
have to find
T1
your
are
timings to
so
contest it,
happy with this
because
map
if you
pick.
get hit by any of that
Like I think
ISO
this is probably the
util
3
combo,
that they
you're dead.
wanted.
Seems like Trace may be doing their research here. Expecting there's going to be a heavy stack over towards this A side of the map. Instead, they go ahead and push forward in towards B. Contact coming through. Hey, they able to find the first kill.
Damn, this is nice though. It's a hard retake.
Still some damage dealt. Izu falls down
They
to
still have
52.
flash.
Tap of the plant.
They lost
They wanna
Omen,
flip
so they
back,
have no Omen flash.
around, get
It
this
is like the
connector over
worst to
towards
get.
Stacks, who's
We don't
quickly,
plant yet and we're
quietly
pushing.
backpedaling.
Oh
A little
boy.
bit deeper into the
A
site.
meteor
Still gonna be out
escapes
into the open,
so
but nails the
early.
first shot.
Spike down, C.
A leg hit there
Doesn't
on
pick up the
Funk.
orb, doesn't want to let him know.
Goes down to 79, but a 3v3 now.
Oh, they're watching for this push.
Spike planted.
Funk.
Buzz might consider the bait.
Try to sell.
Yeah,
And
Meteor
Kai's
was
not
just
waiting
here
around the corner, but it's
so
gonna be Meteor
early. He had
wrapping in
no
for Water,
hesitation.
Who now goes ahead and spoils the plan. Kai's still going to be able to find one.
One
Last
enemy
pack tossed.
remaining.
Izu now pinching. As Funk knows that he is isolated and alone, is able to find one. Meteor pushes
Damn,
forward
nice,
and
dude.
gets
Big
shut
1v2.
down.
That was a
Red
big
Bull
1v2
clutch
from
gets
him.
Trace the pistol.
Dude, I was
Well,
worried
this
when they
is
started
something Trace
pivoting
is
over
gonna
towards
need
C.
big time today. Fung was really struggling in their last outing.
Yeah, it goes down to the
He just
individual.
wasn't
Lovely 1v2.
That player that I'm used to seeing when I watch their VODs in China. He is absolutely electric at times. He's really aggressive. He's going to push space really nicely.
So what do they feel like
Here
the
whole
weakness
time,
is? B?
doing a
Let's
great
see how many
job
times they actually
locking
managed to get
down
over
the back of
towards
the side
B.
of C, making sure that T1 can't really get
Just
that
let
flank
them
going
take
the
their
way that they
aggro
want
A and
to.
just fight the
He's able
ISO
to
on
read
B.
both those positions very, very nicely. But overall, it's a good game plan from TE from the get-go.
We'll see.
Avoid that A-rebel fight, work the map. Really nice stuff from them.
Out into the open here goes Funk Buzz. However, able to just dance around some of those shots, finds the headshot and puts him down. Weapon not going to be recoverable here for the moment, but oh, the TP forward from looking. Very ill-advised.
God.
Immediately, gun scooped up. Two-player advantage here for the side of T1. As they look to win out this eco, something that they were damn good at doing over in Kickoff in Pacific.
Meteor still thinks he's playing Sentinel. Hiding behind the box over here.
Tucked in, waiting for any kind of noise. There's a push for the right click. Finds it!
Dude, sick shots though. That second shot is sick. Okay, but what the hell is this for an anti-eco? What have we done there? Everyone picks up the guns, we juggle them across as well. Okay, I mean, nicely done from T1. What on earth are Trace doing? I would be flaming my team in ranked for doing this. And I said they can't fight aggro A, and they go and fight aggro A, and then they just leave one out there, no one there to shoot the recon.
Buzz is standing up. He's fired up.
He is jazzed off the rip.
Red card? It's an early red card. It's an early red card for pretty much the whole team. What's this call though?
He's been talking a lot, saying that his team is better than what they showed in
We started off and we sent the IGL off, to be honest. Maybe the duelist wanted to do it, but
as Buzz mows down two more, the pitch red.
I did like the reaction from Meteor though to push over towards short B, right? Because we got no Killjoy turret. You can do that more. You can kind of lock into this pause.
Well, this is just an attempt here by TE to see if they can find ways around this smothering A-Rebel control that you're able to generate with the ISO in particular because of the walls and the vulnerables that you're able to send flying through. A lot of times it's hard to deal with that, so they try to TP past it to see if they can maybe confuse them enough, but with the double tap available for Meteor, excuse me, it was just a little. That goes there.
Okay, buy v buy. Let's ignore the start and let's look at the buy v buy. T1 go with their 4 aggro over towards A. ISO damage. We got our recon here.
Pressure going to be put down onto Izu.
Insta react over towards C because they know that they go 4. It's still nice though. 1 for 1, you get the site.
Brings it back to parity, but now Bianc pulled into the netherworld as Meteor. Looks to maintain dominance here, but it's going to be Bianc snappy to get the double headshot.
Yeah, that is nuts.
Down in the meantime, Fung does get lost.
And they maybe, you would argue, use their ult a bit too early. Because they didn't like try and capitalize off the fact you can make the space. But
slowing up the action.
They did manage to get a kill.
Shock dart, minor little connection going to be found there.
Oops.
On.
No way. There's no way, dude. Oh, God.
Trying to push forward, low on HP, has to tuck back.
There's 2 of them there.
On stacks his shoulders, trying to swing this round, but he's going to be the first one that falls. And it looks like the call is going to be with Phantom in hand to potentially drift out of here. Buzz likely feeling like he's going to be committed, wants to try to make this as costly as possible. If you can keep them in the sight, that could be value. It's all 3 players damn nearby, but
Okay.
will be able to find
So if Co-Stream is a flaming flashback,
this is just a nice
they need to
timing
go
hit from
heavy
Tracy
in on
Sports. They
these
just say,
2.
"Let's push the tempo a
Because
little
how
bit.
these 2 have
Let's
let
test
this
Izu.
happen is
Let's see
beyond
what he's
me.
made of." Not too often we see Meteor
Like
losing
this right
those
here
big
is
contracts.
5 times
Silver
worse than the
Pacific
3 rounds of
really damn
flashback
good.
had put
It was
together.
like 17-6 or something like that throughout the entirety of the kickoff stage, and winning that is a huge boon. We're able to keep Bianca alive, and he was their top fragger on this map the last time they played it. So now he's got a Nightfall to boot. T1 still has enough to buy guns. They're going to maintain this split, but they're going to shift over really quickly. They're reacting. Trace was thinking about trying to take this site.
Going to be noted, goes into the camp, but the dart not connecting. Oh, no. Does get a slight little reveal.
Oh.
There's looking up over the top.
No way.
Dance around and find him.
No way. Okay, goes for a 2v2.
Back and forth here. 2 for 2 overall. As the Thorns go out, shock.
Man, I'm trying to like mental reset, but every time I see something that is so bad that I'm just I mental reset. So I go down here, like I watch the anti-eco, I go down here, I reset. Then I see the miss a fade eye, so I'm back down here again. I see the mess a fade all with a nade, like
able to catch a headshot. Sylvan similarly finding Heibei. A 1v2, Kai trying to find
okay.
it.
It's all good. Let's reset again.
Cannot divide and conquer.
Like guys, come on,
Fuse will come in.
please.
T1 reestablishing a slight lead.
This is just a tempo call here from T1. They're sensing that it worked in the previous round for Trace, so they might just try the same kind of thing again. A pacey hit towards the C site. Let's rotate a few players over a little bit faster. You get Stacks and Meteor over there. You're able to get those trades. You're able to set yourself up for this retake. Cover these angles nicely. Yeah, it was good. Agree, Stacks.
Yeah, you guys did nothing bad. I agree.
That one.
Okay.
The Nightfall
Don't go
was
aggro
Trace
A.
in that round. You've got a bunch of
Okay.
ults for
Oh
T1.
boy. They got ults though, so like maybe. What are they trying to do here? Oh, okay. Wait, we do the early fade eye. All right, I'm not against it.
Hunter's Fury opened up. Hey, Fung Fung on the floor.
I'm not against it though. They have put some thought into it. The problem is that they got shut down, and they really wanted to early on prove that they could go aggro A, but they got wrecked by an ult, so I don't think they need to overthink it. But they did the fade eye here, right? That catches you if you double satchel across. Like it fast lands, so it will catch you before you get in the smoke.
Drifting ever closer towards
Okay.
the spike, towards the 2-player stack.
Yeah, I mean you can't really go aggro A against the
But he's a little weak.
ult because obviously the double damage is going to wreck you. But they still had an idea for it. It's just the fact that they used it at the wrong time. But it's probably the coach saying that you need to like go aggro A in once and prove that you can go there.
Izu out on the flank, however.
And then they didn't realize that they can't do it against the Sova ult.
Izu keeps his teammate alive. Keeps T1 in the lead.
I mean, this is just fast and furious for Trace Esports. There's no pulling off of the gas pedal for them. And he gets the reveal there at
Yeah,
the
and
door.
it's just the double damage owning them.
Catches 2 players with it. Huge,
Monstrous.
huge from Stacks.
Yeah, they can't go aggro A against the Sova ult.
That wall makes it difficult to figure out exactly what's going on. Well timed.
And the Trace coach is probably losing his mind right now.
Clean up that kill without any further damage. Timeout for Trace. Got to rethink this. This is tough. I mean, what I'd like to see Trace do is, frankly, slow the pace down. I mean, that's something that can give T1 problems. They're happy to scrap with you. That's APAC, baby. And I know.
Why can't they go aggro
in
A?
China,
You
it's
can't
quite
dodge
similar,
this.
honestly, but
You can't dodge this
that's something
ISO
that
damage.
T1 can
The
thrive
ISO
in,
double
especially
damage.
on this map.
See,
They're
they're
so
running
good
into
with
the
reactions,
open. There's a smoke here.
particularly
You got a
meter,
recon
going to
behind
the
you, and you're all
vulnerables.
double
We'll see
damaged.
some combos
So you
with
got to
stacks.
push
The
out
shock
through
doesn't
here
matter.
into
Just off the cuff,
potentially a
they're nailing
nade
them, and it's
to shoot
really
a recon
impressive
that's
the way that
above you
T1
that might
can
scan
function
you.
on this map with this comp. It's a very scary thing.
But obviously,
Try to
like you could
get
TP
breakthrough.
out, but then you still got double damage.
2025 stacks
Like you
on
can't
Silver.
really get out of
Very
aiming.
different from,
This was a cool idea that they had,
generations.
right? Fade, I, TP across, and then you try and puff towards the left to capitalize on the raise that's going into the smoke.
I fully agree with you. When you have that ISO,
But they had to time it better. And what happened here? This is like a classic. This used to happen in Liquid a little bit, where it's like the coaches told them we have to make them think that they can't hold A. So early on, first buy rounds, like you go aggro A to prove it. But they lost because they're up against a Sova ult when they for sure can't go aggro A. So like they timed it. They just like tunnel visioned and probably what the coach was saying when they had to be like they needed someone to be like, guys, we can't do it against this ult. Like we're all gonna be double damaged. Ooh, he got a double here.
Gets the trade onto one, but double casualty. Certainly not something that T1.
And they know that Stacks is here.
Where does that land? Buzz was on the box.
This is also nice from T1, by the way. So they realized that the coach is going to talk about the fact that they need to now go over towards C, and they just started with really passive over towards A. They switched over Izu towards A. At the moment, like, T1 are for sure winning the mind games.
Pushing forward, instantly finding the headshot, gets the reset here on the shield. Double tap in play. As the double swing comes through, Bianc will be able to take him down. A 2v3 now. Izu going to be noted. The Def getting the reveal.
Nice shot.
Gets the one tap.
Whoa! What is that, dudes? What is that? 3 1-taps? That's like a, it's like a robot.
I mean, this is such a good round, I thought, from Trace.
It's a
love the way
robot.
they played this. Oh, the showstopper like hits right next to the box. What a shot. And then they do a great job making sure.
What the hell? Give me the slowest slow-mo you got.
They're going to line a couple players up and make sure they can't do anything about it. And then Izu just does that. It's unfair.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, whatever. They're frozen because they're frozen in awe. They don't know how to react. Unbelievable. And for Trace, it's just such a kick at the gut.
God, that was incredible, man.
There's that combo. Maybe now Trace, I think, can take a bit of a pause and then maybe make another attempt at taking A rubble. The problem is that T1 loves to get aggressive off this. They love to push deeper towards A main and take control and really force you to the other side of the map.
That legit looked like an aimbot. It's the closest thing I've seen in Valorant looking like an aimbot. Yeah, it really is. The transfer from the first to the second was so fast.
Sees here on the Izu, Prowler on the chase. The ping reveal though, and Pung going to be dead through the box. King able to push forward into the cage, finds a headshot with the Sheriff. Weapon can be recovered as Silva now TPing across the map over towards the CT side. Haunt will show the rest is cleared. But Meteor, he has the kill contract. He knows that a lot of them have weak weaponry.
I'm not accusing him,
Gonna look to try to send
by the
this
way.
here.
Just for the people that are morons.
There's the grab on the Lil King.
I'm just saying it was so fast it looked like one.
Out the fight, the answer's going to be no. In the meantime, Buzz off camera, able to find Hebe, able to find Kai. And that's T1 finding a 6th round win.
Yeah, they look
the
strong. They look
You're
strong
gonna
at the
see on
moment,
Haven as
and
well,
Trace are messing
that
up
you can set
way
up for
too
retake
much.
so nicely. You can set up for execute so nicely because you're
Why
gonna
did they
be
pick
feeding
Lotus? I
all
have
towards. You're gonna be
no
feeding
idea.
charges into Meteor
I
as best as you
guarantee
can.
you, by the way,
And he's gonna be
T1
able
came
to
into this best
eliminate
of
a player from
3
the equation.
going
Everybody
to
else
pick
can flood
Lotus.
in off the back of it.
And
It's a
then
great thing out there.
Trace picked Lotus for them, and they were like,
because he looked like dead to rights to me.
Sure.
Meteor there, quick one tap for the win. Another good reveal from Stacks. So some good Sova utility, really getting some value for the IGL of T1.
For Trace, having already committed a timeout, pulling the trigger on that second one in the same half. Continues to be one of the most difficult things for coach to be able to do, but if T1 continues to snowball after this purchase here from Trace, their economy down to the
Lofar, hello mate.
might just have to be.
Hello, Lofar. Thank you for the prime. Appreciate the 3 months. Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well. Okay, so they late take over towards A, and honestly, this is looking like their best rounds. But this is what they need to do all the whole time. Like, just pressure into late take A. Whoa, he got a second there as well. I tell you what I am liking with T1 though. Like, T1 are facing together. Like, they're actually playing together. Even though they lost this round, I still like this round from T1. It's still just good signs they're playing together. This was like the best. This macro here of how Trace played. That's what they got to do every single time.
How desperately they want to win this.
Looking for the timing.
Oh my goodness.
Will be able to plant feet and find the kill. Trace break the round win streak here from T1 and get their third on the board.
Yeah, this is an interesting round because T1 actually saves their util off the rip. They don't go for that aggressive contingency into paranoia, into paint shells combo that we see a lot. They held on to a lot of that util, and Sylvan was able to hit a paranoia but was in a bad spot off the back of it. Meteor just losing a lurk duel out on B. Good recognition by Trace Esports. That's something Meteor has been trying to push for his team. They're able to shut it down that time.
We kind of stabilized. We got no
ults. Get vulnerable. The paint shells are in his face, but
for a little bit.
Able to back off just
well,
fine.
we got no ults there in T1. We got ults that can maybe get them over towards the site, or at least win the after plant. That's 1, 2, 3 spotted over towards here. We got the aggro walls. They can't really go for this. Wait, were they both committed? Whoa, bro, it's just straight individual shots. Yeah, and honestly, if you want to do this wall, you should always just do it like closest to here, so they're committed.
Taking space outside of A lobby. Just continues to cycle this.
Again, though, it's the same thing I was saying with Trace. Like, they're actually playing together. They don't look like a team of individuals just trying to do their own thing. They're actually like, they're a unit. It's the first time I've seen this for a while from them.
I mean, T1 is just so aggressive on this map.
Ryuzaki, thank you so much for the 3 months. Thank you.
All right, let's throw the util.
T1? Yeah. I'm pretty sure I said T1, but.
Three-man push it. Use that shield.
What I mean.
A little bit of an advantage. They got the spot onto Kai with the drone. He had no backup. Stax knew it.
Yeah, just double jewel is sending it.
Really just break TE apart piece by piece. Now coming into this round, you got that usual combo.
Who wins today? I said Sentinels to win today, so Liquid probably win, because honestly, this is the worst my pick'ems have ever looked. Like, I've spent way too much time on plat chat, that I've gone from coin, and I've digressed further from a coin. I'm now a weighted coin just to lose every single time. That even thing, a weighted coin, weighted dice?
It is.
Okay, there you go. Nailed it. Inadvertently.
Who knows?
Which is also a word. But I like
Either way, I have like a 20% hit rate, I would say at the moment, and I think I'm being generous with the 20%.
A little bit of space control.
I literally do not know what I'm talking about. Confirmed. In my defense, 4 teams don't know how to veto as well, so I'll share the blame with them.
T1 here has completely abandoned the C site.
I'll share a bit of the blame with some of the teams, because what are these vetoes?
You can see they can find that open space. Tripwire right the door, camera above.
Name drop them? We're watching 2 of them right now. I'll put that out there.
Back in position. You're also rotating off of this.
I won't name the other 2.
Well, that opens up this A site a little bit more. Still 3 players here. Zach's tucked in behind the connector door. They're going to break. They're going to prowl. As it immediately gets a catch. Strafes across. Paranoia just going to be holding it down, but he's close enough to spot out the outline. Turns back.
He tried to TP behind him and he's just 180ing as well. Oh god, they're wrecking him. Surely he's low HP. Dude, still a really nice round though. T1 looks so much better, even though Trace have given like a couple of rounds there anti-eco was bad. Like they gave him the free silver all rounds. Like they just look
He does
together.
such a great job in the heat of the moment.
I've even
here.
enjoyed some of the rounds that they've
that
lost.
paranoia, so the nearsightedness gives him a clear view of who's going to be coming through that wall. He's able to reposition off the back of the Prowler so nicely. Find a huge 4K.
No, Weber. I think what it is like the coach is a free game. Because I'm telling you, I don't understand the picks and bans. Trace's pick of bind last, sorry, T1's pick of bind last time, wild. Trace's pick of Lotus here, probably equally just as wild.
Stacks leaning heavily towards C, really thinking that this is going to be where they're going to go. It helps when you have full A Rebel control, and you know that they're not putting any pressure in that direction. Cameron's going to be out at Mound this time, so they're going to maybe get a bit of an earlier read on it as well. Gets cleared. Orb going to be, yep.
Hunter's Fury just off the orb contact, and Izu just swings out, finds beyond K.
Com does look hard to play against. But at least Trace is like doing the right thing on this.
Well, he's certainly been spotted, but he just challenges for the fight and wins it.
Huge.
Stacks will get dropped here at B. That being the call to pivot, but looks like it's going to be Kai wrapping back around to try to join in with the rest of the team. They still have
and it's going to try force C.
Last round of the half. No point in not using it, but Bay dying means that they don't have that pit. They never get to invest that ultimate.
He's going to tank the Omen flash.
Secure a post plant.
Izu hasn't played this position before.
It is a bit of a change up. Double blast pack still available.
Oh boy.
No,
oh boy.
Can't see
oh boy.
Thing. And Izu now ready to strike. Transfers once again on to 3.
Nicely done from Izu.
Oh
my.
This is clinical from T1.
Oh boy. That is
Then they had their way in this first half.
Yeah, that was a half.
Still needing to wake up. Let's see if they can do it.
That was a half from Trace.
We take a break for the halftime.
The crowd's going crazy.
Had it with your old phone. We've got you. At Verizon, trade in any old phone for iPhone 16 Pro on us on any plan, and get iPad and Apple Watch Series 10, all three.
Cham, I don't want to flame too much, so I'm just going to say one line. That's it, and then we'll just reset and move on. But this was the worst half I've seen a team play in the whole of this tournament. That was the worst half we've seen by far. Let me just mute the mainstream. I said in this tournament, so it's not too bad. That's only this Masters. G2 Fracture, this was worse than G2 Fracture. At least G2 didn't pick this. Like G2's was at least floated third, last third map. You got to put everything into context. This was they picked this for themselves. And then they do a anti-eco where they just send. Chat, I said I wasn't gonna flame. Stop instigating. Please continue. That's it. But I'll tell you what. They can come back here. All it takes is a pistol, and then an anti-eco that actually makes sense.
With highlighting it, this map draft seemingly so good for the side of T1, but maybe Trace will come alive after getting over some of those stage jitters. The coach talking about how nervous the players kind of were getting back onto this international stage. That hasn't quite been the case here. Everything that T1 has thrown at them, Trace have really struggled to get a grasp of it.
Absolutely, and you know, you've got some of the most experienced players ever in Valorant esports history on the other side across the stage.
All right.
It is very tough. I will say this was, in my estimation, Trace's better side of the map. On their defender side, they like to play a lot of flood retake. They do a really good
I do
job
actually like what I'm seeing from T1 as well.
Space
I'm not sure if it's the Sylvan thing. It's probably just the map thing, to be honest, because they've always looked great on this map. But they
back, still making plenty of noise as he
just playing together.
tucks through those cyber cages.
And that's something that I haven't really seen from this team much. They normally play crazy individual. I think I just prefer Meteor being on Duelist because he sticks with them. Like when I watch Meteor, it feels like when he's the Sentinel, he just tries to win too many rounds on his own. Whereas like Izu is just safe. Like Izu just plays like a normal Sentinel.
They're gonna have to be really diligent, something that G2 was so good at on their attacker
Whereas
side.
like when I watch T1, it's just Meteor taking a 50-50 aim duel, and sometimes it's into two people.
Trace had really good reactions. They were really well coordinated as a team. The comms looked good to me on this half when they played G2 on their defender side. So going to need a little bit more of that. As it just going to be a full retake. I love this from Stax. You got a little bit of util baited out, and now you can try and go
30
back
seconds
to
left.
that side of the map. Create a little bit of noise, let Meteor lurk. See if you can break through to the
Meteor
C site.
Sensor worked well in Genji, worked incredible in Genji. I don't know if it was a Killjoy thing or a system thing. I imagine a system thing. I think like he just feel, I don't know. It looks like he has no faith that his team are going to win without him making a play when I watch this team sometimes. And it makes more sense when he's on Duelist trying to do it. Damn, we are just getting this plant down, by the way.
Clock down, but they still get the spike planted here in time, and Nakai swinging out will be able to get Sylvan, but Isu's there from behind to shut him down. Stax now just swinging around the corner. BNK
Okay, very nice.
Stax with two will get T1.
Is 1-1 on the pistols.
As they get up to double digits.
Gotta tip my cap to Stax on this round in a couple different ways. The IGLing so good, his movement there, that micro movement at the end to knock
Yeah, I mean, I liked that.
easily to Bianca.
I like the look over towards A on
Meteor
this.
coming up huge on the lurk. This is a great round from T1. One of the best I've seen from them on a pistol this year. This is a really smart game plan. They saw some of the things that were working for G2, implemented it here against Trace. Heibei was having a really tough time on that C site. If you can divert attention and just leave Heibei on an island on C as the Viper, he gets beat up, to be honest. And he really struggled against G2.
Vandal in hand, Sylvan with a Guardian. Otherwise, two Ghosts and a Spectre. A site pretty much completely opened up here for them. T1 going to be getting a very fast plant. Is looking for the spray. That's a headshot.
It's
and I think
a random.
there. Yeah, BNK now desperately backpedaling, trying to get away.
Okay, who wants to get the orbs? We're going to be looking at Stax at the moment. He's definitely the one that can go a little bit aggro. Oh, that'll do it. Stax got one. Yeah. This is like the two best for them to be getting all the ecos.
Staggering that utility. Buzz finds 3. One left here for Trace, just Kai. Okay.
Dude, he was not expected to stick around.
He's got so many charges towards that showstopper.
He like baited him with the run back.
Given the number of rounds that are likely
Yeah,
left
very nice.
And being able to build up a showstopper to potentially close it, that could be the final nail in the coffin.
You're absolutely right. This is just great post-plant aggression here. The way that they combo this with the boom bot into the paint shells, into the shock dart to make sure that everything behind this wall is going to at least take some damage. And then Buzz is able to swing off of it nicely, find 3 kills. So far, so good for T1. Now you got a big-time bonus coming up for Trace. They are going to invest in
Yeah, get the Odin out.
Try to get Bianca rolling with this thing. A little bit of damage done to just Stax, it looks like.
Tiny little bit there. Lets him know. Yep, I'm still here. Still spraying. Sylvan needs a hell of a lot more as he gets whittled away down to 45. Clear on the haunt, though. Nothing more to be spotted. Takes a pause, goes for the reload.
Ooh.
Damn, he's doing so much damage. 45 HP, 19 HP. Trying to break the shield as it got popped. Ooh, this is cool though. Imagine he gets out of there. Dude, Bianc spammed. Bianc spammed him as he was running all the way over towards Broken.
3v3
That's kind of sick.
upgraded. First to arrive
Oh boy.
here at upper.
They let Buzz to watch the flank.
It's kind of 3 1v1s kind of happen here.
Recon not going deep enough, doesn't get a notice there.
Look at Luo King, he's lost. He's trying to figure out where Izu went.
He knows at all.
He's lost.
So passive, so cautious.
Nice shot.
In the meantime, the spike has been ticking. Stax planting his feet.
Yeah, and the 3 1v1s. Well, ended up being 2 1v1s, but T1 came out on top of both.
T1's IGL, but the time is just not on his side. Paint shells to further delay. And at this point, he has to know the round is basically over. Needs to pull off some absolute heroics, but Izu
Okay, very
doesn't
nice.
skip a beat. Swoops in right when he was needed.
The map pick didn't go great.
Up to map point.
It's almost as if
This is
T1 were
quite
going
an
to pick
interesting
this.
round. I thought Trace playing this pretty nicely. This combo with the Razor Vines in the walls completely bamboozles T1, but only Sylvan pays the price for it. Buzz is quick to react, to get up on top of the box, to provide some cover fire, and then back right off. Take that trade and get out. Snacks here winning a tough fight. Kai just a little bit off the mark. Seems like Trace fairly rattled. We're going to try
now using a timeout as well.
See if they can string some rounds together. Again,
oh man.
Even if you're not winning this map, it's so crucial to find some round wins, to get yourself back in the game, to get yourself mentally more into things, to get that confidence flowing again that Trace so desperately needs.
And we saw it from that outset.
Well, boys, it's GG. Yeah, this is a timeout to be like, guys, I really messed up the VO. I'm so sorry. I can't take the hit on this one.
It was just brutal, and it feels like Trace has not been able to recover since then.
I thought they said ban, but they actually said pick, and I don't know what to do, man. I'm so sorry, guys.
From T1, but you're gonna have that, and you're not having your heroes step up for Trace Esports. Kai's having an okay map, but Feng Feng has been widely
9
shut down.
chances.
He's had a few impressive moments, a cool showstopper. Bianca, who was your top fragger against G2, has been widely kept in check. Heibei struggling, Low King in particular, having a real hard time on that Omen. Not something you see very often. Usually Liu King is very consistent.
Yeah. Chekhov's showstopper, previously mentioned 2 rounds ago, is now online and ready to go. Russ is going to send it off the rip. Chasing forward in towards that connector. He can hear the footsteps. He knows that they are just sprinting in fear. Where does he send it? Does he choose correctly?
Oh my.
My God, he has.
It's just like, which side do I go here?
Is this the beginning of the end here on Lotus? 4v5, Spike already planted some players nearby. Bianca able to note 1. There's that close right, but now there's a shorty waiting for him, but he won't even get the meat at Sylvan. Takes his head clean off, and there you have it.
Very, very nice.
It all comes tumbling down.
And T1, we'll give them. We got to give them the props here as well because they looked really together. But their Lotus, they do look like the best team on Lotus. They got a weird comp. It looks great. They played together. And yeah, Trace really messed up, man.
Like
really messed up.
on the horizon. We'll see you guys after the break.